The information on this program does not constitute medical or health advice. If you have medical issues or questions, you should refer them to your personal physician. All views expressed are merely the opinion of the host and guest. There is no expressed or implied customer relationship formed or intended to be formed with Mattress Express. Hey, thanks for sticking around through the break. My name is Kevin Fear. This is Pillow Talk. This is a show about sleep. And when you need a bed, come see us at Mattress Express. All I ask is that you stop into one of my stores, just see what we have to offer. We are growing. We are opening more stores. We have a new store coming in Central New York very soon, and we'll let you know when that comes along. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS during business hours. You can always email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, mattressexpressny.com. You can watch this show if you want to watch it rather than listen. If you want to go back and hear something I said again, if you want to see what I look like, which you probably won't be that impressed, quite frankly. I'm just an old guy with a receding hairline. Hey, I've been in the bedding business about 15 years, and I'm just a serial entrepreneur, but I like to share with you what I've learned dealing with customers over 15 years. I would like to share with you the trainings I've gotten in the sleep industry. Much to your surprise, I'm not a medical doctor. And you should always refer to your physician for specific questions. But I hope you can learn something about buying a bed, about shopping for a bed, and about how to get a better night's sleep. If I can do that, I have succeeded as far as I'm concerned. We're going to talk about mental health and sleep. Kind of interesting. Some of these topics I bring up. This is from a Berkeley website. I didn't write it down, but it's from a Berkeley website. I know that. And, some of these, I go to read these and I say, what the heck are they talking about? Then when I read it, it makes a lot of sense. And it's fascinating, just really fascinating how much sleep affects your life. If you want to improve your quality of life, start with a better night's sleep. You want to exercise and diet, but a better night's sleep, it starts there. So mental health and sleep. What this article starts out by saying is most people know firsthand that sleep affects their mental state. After all, there's a reason it's said that someone in a bad mood woke up on the wrong side of the bed, right? As it turns out, there's quite a bit of truth behind this saying. Sleep is closely connected to mental and emotional health and has demonstrated links to depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and other conditions. Wow. While research is ongoing to better understand the connections between mental health and sleep, the evidence to date points to a bidirectional relationship. Mental health disorders tend to make it harder to sleep well. At the same time, poor sleep, including insomnia, can be a contributing factor to the initiation and worsening of mental health problems. These are complex issues. How is mental health related to sleep? Brain activity fluctuates during sleep, increasing and decreasing during different sleep stages that make up the sleep cycle. In NREM, non-rapid eye movement sleep, REM is rapid eye movement, if you don't know that, overall brain activity slows, but there are quick bursts of energy. In REM sleep, brain activity picks up rapidly, which is why this stage is associated with more intense dreaming. Each stage plays a role in brain health, allowing activity in different parts of the brain to ramp up or down and enabling better thinking, learning, and memory. Research has also uncovered that brain activity during sleep has profound effects on emotional and mental health. Sufficient sleep, especially REM sleep, facilitates the brain's processing of emotional information. During sleep, the brain works to evaluate and remember thoughts and memories. And it appears that a lack of sleep is especially harmful to the consolidation of positive emotional content. This can influence mood and emotional reactivity and is tied to mental health disorders and their severity, including the risk of suicidal ideas or behaviors. Fascinating. Sleep and specific mental health problems. The way that sleep and mental health are intertwined becomes even more apparent by reviewing what is known about how sleep is tied to a number of specific mental health conditions and neurodevelopmental disorders. It is estimated that over 300 million people worldwide have depression, Reference have depression, a type of mood disorder marked by feelings of sadness or hopelessness. Around 75% of the depressed people show symptoms of insomnia. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. This is written very poorly. Many people with depression also suffer from excessive daytime sleepiness and hypersomnia, which is sleeping too much. Hypersomnia, there's a new one. I know some teenagers that have that problem, which is sleeping too much. We've all done that. Have you ever slept till noon, and then you get up and you've slept too much and you're foggy? It's hypersomnia. Interesting. Historically, sleeping problems were seen as a consequence of depression, but growing evidence suggests that poor sleep may induce or exacerbate depression. This difficulty in identifying clear cause and effects reflects what is believed to be a bidirectional relationship in which sleep problems and depressive symptoms are mutually reinforcing. It's interesting. This can create a negative feedback loop. Poor sleep worsens depression, then further interrupts sleep. Get it? Bad sleep, you're depressed more. You're depressed more, you can't sleep. It's a circular problem that just makes things worse. It also opens a potential avenue for new types of treatment for depression. For example, for at least some people, a focus on improving sleep may have a corollary benefit of reducing the symptoms of depression. So it says you want to be less depressed, get a better night's sleep. Seasonal affective disorder is a subtype of depression that most often affects people during the time of the year with reduced daylight hours. For example, people in northern climates may experience affective seasonal disorder during the fall and winter. Well, we all know about that in upstate New York, don't we? Dark out at 4:30 every day, cold, wet, damp. This condition is closely tied to the disruption of a person's internal biological clock. I am a mumbler today. Or a rhythm that helps control the multiple body processes, including sleep. Not surprisingly, then, people with a seasonal affective disorder tend to sleep too much or too little or experience changes to their sleep cycles. Anxiety disorders. Anxiety disorders have a strong association with sleeping problems. Worry and fear contribute to a state of hyperarousal in which the mind is racing. Hyperarousal is considered to be a central contributor to insomnia. Sleep problems may become an added source of worry, creating anticipatory anxiety at bedtime that makes it harder to fall asleep. Research has found that an especially strong connection between PTSD and sleep. People with PTSD frequently replay negative events in their mind, suffer from nightmares, and experience a state of being on alert, all of which can interfere with sleep. PTSD affects many veterans, and at least 90% of U.S. veterans with combat-related PTSD from recent wars have insomnia symptoms. Fascinating. Oh, they go on to talk about schizophrenia and ADHD. The bottom line is mental health is tied to a good night's sleep. I hope some of this makes sense to you through my mumbling today, and I hope it just impresses upon you how important a good night's sleep is. The next time you're ready to invest in a sleep system, all I ask is that you shop one of my stores. Give us a chance. See what we have to offer. We have the full line of Purple mattresses, which is a technology called the Grid. It looks like a waffle. We have Innerspring. We have a hybrid, which is spring and foam. We have Air, which is the number bed. We have all foam. We have all different types and feels. We have the largest selection of flex head beds in New York State, where each head goes up and down independently, but it's still one solid mattress. You can get a better feel for that at mattressexpressny.com. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS during business hours, or you can just visit one of my stores. There is no appointment necessary. Thanks for sticking around. We're going into break. Stick around again. We're going to be right back. The next segment is very interesting. Very interesting. I assure you of that. Come on back. My name is Kevin Fear. This is Pillow Talk. We'll be right back after this.